Welcome to the 2025 Rugby 10s Championship. We're here at the Great Park in Irvine, California. The sun is shining, and this is match number 1. It's the women's competition, the franchises, 4 of them on display over 3 brilliant match days. And this is the Serengeti Elephants with ball in hand. And they've got possession against the Cape Town Wild Dogs, who are on yellow. Nice hands on that far side. And the Elephants with a beautiful run, stretching the legs, trying to get into the halfway line. Early chance to attack. Off the Wild Dogs had some brilliant possession. Gillian Bowe, who's there. Rugby World Cup finalist in England in recent times for the Canadian national side. Her teammate on the team as well. Possession again for the Elephants, looking to go one wider. Little kick through. Chance to attack on the outside. Valentine Hurser is there, but it's been picked up from the Cape Town Wild Dog side. They had a brilliant breakout early doors in this game. Shannon Maru was superb with that. Now they go into the fray here as the sun comes down here in Southern California. This is our 5th Rugby 10s Championship event in history. Started out in Portugal, a couple of years in South Africa. This is our 2nd year in the United States on the West Coast. Big Fen there, Tess Staines hits the ground. And that is the first whistle in the game. A long passage of play to get things going. I'm Dallin Stanford alongside Rugby World Cup winner from England, Kat Merchant. Kat, what a start.
Oh, great start for both sides. Both had a few breakouts, some great cover defence as well. But it's so early on, obviously, in the day in the tournament. So those teams have only been working with each other since Wednesday. So they'll be all working things out. And there's going to be so much more to see, but already exciting.
It really is. 33 countries on display amongst the different sides. 300 players in action. 16 US states. We had the Academy boys and girls doing battle yesterday nearby. And today, full action with men's matches and women's matches. First, a doubleheader here in the women's competition. Here the Elephants yet again behind the back ball. Nice play there, looking to free up some space. They're coached by Robin McDougall. Here's Zoe Healy looking to step off. What a player she's been in previous championships. An electric runner on the wing. Assistant coach Colton Cariaga as well, out of Harvard University. Good hands, down the fray they go. Bogue was there in support. Here comes Stella Wafula, the Kenyan international. Always carrying players with her to the 22. Aside from the Serengeti now. Looking to see if they can get first points on the board in this 10-minute-and-a-half side, but they give away a penalty instead.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see as well what Wild Dogs do, because they are known as the franchise for tap in, going quickly. They really like to play and do offloads, but looks like they have slowed it down, and they've even opted for the scrum right back here. So they're obviously backing the girls up front.
That's right, the defending champions. They're coached by Justin Ben and Chris Erasmus. They were brilliant in the year 2024. We mentioned some of the other winners. The Balkans Honey Badgers won back-to-back in South Africa, and the Serengeti Elephants, who are playing right now, were the very first winners in Portugal. It's amazing that we've been across all these brilliant countries, and all these players get to show their stuff around the world.
Absolutely, and in venues like this, just absolutely incredible. That pitch out there, the atmosphere is just brilliant.
So Serengeti Elephants bringing on Valentine Hurser, just coming to scrum time to get things settled here. You mentioned their coach is Robin McDougall, former international player for Canada. Also has the McDougall Rugby Academy that he has there on Vancouver Island as well. Some brilliant players in his team. We mentioned a couple of Rugby World Cup finalists, Gillian Bogue wearing 71, and Shoshana Manutafa wearing 3 as well. Another Canadian international. But it's the Cape Town Wild Dogs to feed their captain Grace Kukatai, New Zealand 7s player and 15s star as well. Ball bounces on the ground. Oh, beautiful quick hands. Here they go through the gap. The Cape Town Wild Dogs over the halfway line. Will they be caught? Support back on the inside. And the cover is very strong indeed. You thought the Wild Dogs were busting free.
Yeah, really great cover defence there, forcing the pass to be made, and it's a difficult pass when you're running flat out as well. So she's done really well there to get the ball back for Elephants.
What a breakout that was indeed. Nice tackle. And we mentioned Shannon Maru was the one that had the second break in this game, almost scored in the first passage of play. Hiska Blom takes the field as well, wearing 4. Remember, there's 18 players in the squad, and they can have as many as 10 interchanges.
Well, I've just got my eyes on Zoe Healy, who's just been swapped over to that left-hand side, so we could see a little pick off the scrum because she's absolutely rapid. They'll want to get the ball in her hands.
Top try scorer in the English Championship last season, invited to the Wales Rugby League training squad as well. Now they decide to come to the open side to the Serengeti Elephants. It's a nice ball. Lizzie Gibson attacks the line, gets the offload, bounces back, and then flying onto this one was Megan Allard. And the Rugby Canada Next Gen player just drops this one.
Yeah, you can see a few players out there are just doing the international sign for calm down. Like, you know, a couple of errors are coming in. I think the intensity is high. They're pumped, they're ready to go first game of the day, but actually, yeah, bring the error count down just a little bit.
Yeah, so amazing to bring these players from around the world. They have to get on the same page within a few days practice. Justin Baird and Chris Erasmus, some of the best coaches we've seen. They've been with this franchise since the beginning. Several Olympians, many international 7s and 15s players. Hello, wherever you're tuning in from around the globe. 3-day competition. 4 days, in fact, if you count the academy who played yesterday. The arm goes up for a penalty. And the Serengeti Elephants this time have possession.
Yeah, they look like they're going to opt for a line out. I do quite like just seeing teams go quickly, but they have just been telling each other to calm down, so it makes sense. And they've just won a scrum penalty, so they've picked the scrum as well, so they're confident there.
Ellie Douglas coming in there, the captain, the silver medalist with Team Canada at the Youth Commonwealth Games. Also bronze medalist with Team Canada at the Pan American Games as well. So many wonderful players on display. What I love about this film as well, not only brings international talented players already, but it's the next-gen players coming through as well, and the academy players get to watch.
Yeah, academy players get to see it. The youngsters in amongst the squads who are playing with Olympians, imagine the experience that they can learn from those players and have a platform to take it forward. So it really is a great opportunity.
Yeah, Rugby 10's providing a platform for these young players. Also, there's coaching certifications, referee certifications, commentating courses as well, led by yours truly. There's so many different opportunities with equality at the forefront for this Rugby 10s. They've just finished the Rugby Village in Gordons Bay, South Africa, just outside of Cape Town as well. That's another home of 10s. We have one in San Clemente nearby as well. And so things are building beautifully for this wonderful version of the game. Douglas gets missed, looking for the loop around. Gibson, a short ball. It's a beautiful play here from the Serengeti Elephants. They're going to cut free. So Manatafu on the charge. The Canadian international looking to unleash. Healy on the far side for the first points of the game. Big tackle needed. And what a cover tackle that is from the Cape Town Wild Dogs. And we will check to see.
Yeah, I think they think it might be held up. So they're just going to talk to the touch judge here and see. But that was a great tackle. Really turned her body to get Healy up. This was the scrum it came off. And it was a beautiful straightening line. That line there just so difficult to get on that corner. Great footwork as well. And then the pass out to Healy. And this is the bit we need to see. Is the cover tackle enough? She's held her up.
Yeah, beautiful tackle. And we'll goal line drop out to get things going again. Now it's the Serengeti Elephants looking to attack again. This is Douglas. One dummy. And goes up the middle looking for support. Still 0-0 in this game. 10 minutes a half. All these franchise points are vital in the men's, women's and academy boys and girls competition. And the Cape Town Wild Dogs, the defending champs, dive on this one at the halfway line. Can they get possession out? Muru goes to Raisa Esgrace. Kukutai under all sorts of pressure. The captain dropped down. Stella Wafula comes flying in, another cold shoulder. Some massive hits early doors in this competition. Ball is loose. And it's the Wild Dogs that are able to pick up and pounce on this one.
Just gone back 20 meters though for that Elephant's just aggressive defense.
They're really bringing everything at it. Now they look to attack. To the side from Southern Africa, from Cape Town. Counter comes in from the Serengeti Elephants looking to pinch position. They've done just that. Gibson yet again attacks, gets the hand over the top. And Gillian Bogue just leaves this one behind. And again, it's Stella Wafula that flies in there. And Mitsabetu Sonamzi gets thrown to the ground. Helter-skelter stuff in the early part of this competition.
Well, it is what's great about 10s is you get those different styles of play. Elephants clearly very, very aggressive with their defence, right in the middle there, putting pressure on, because the risk is when you do that, if a team can get outside you, then you're going to have to really chase back, but it worked really well for them there.
Bit of camera time over here. Kat Merchant,
yeah.
Rugby World Cup winner as well. So now 24 Hour Fitness is one of our partners and sponsors. You've been there overnight, right?
Yeah.
They're open 24 hours, I believe, right?
Yeah. Been training non-stop. Yeah. Can't tell. Yeah.
No, well, I'm glad they don't cut off these sleeves on the Rugby 10 shirts. No, come on, you good thing. No, but really, again, you've been at, Alex Corbacero as well. Absolute legends in the house. British and Irish line here on the broadcast. Will be coaching this weekend as well. We just saw him on some of the big games. Go Springboks after taking out the Irish on the weekend as well. But again, Kat, you've travelled all over the world with the Rugby 10s and providing opportunities. Again, we mentioned some of the great things involved. Yesterday, the academy sides played. How great was it to see the under-18 boys and girls in action?
It's great, and I think it really does give an opportunity for players to play with great players, with amazing coaches, because that is something that the 10s do so well. They rotate coaches through. Also because of the way it's set up, the academy are just as important as the women, as the men. So they really are all invested in each other's success. So it creates this great environment.
And also what is amazing too is the franchises will have an opportunity over the next few days of competition. We'll be back on Wednesday here at the Great Park in Irvine, and then Saturday to close things off November 29th. But there is $650,000. That's some cash prizes for the 4 franchises involved, but including high-performance scholarships for these players to train full-time in a rugby environment, either in South Africa or here in Southern California.
Yeah, which is just, you can't fathom that as a youngster. It just wasn't even a thing when I was playing, that there weren't those opportunities. You didn't get to do it. And now the fact that, some players won't be playing internationally and they'll be able to have opportunities to have contracts, which is brilliant. It's so great for the game.
Just an injury replacement here. Fitsabetsa Sonamzi will leave the field. The Boland rugby player, 29 years of age, goes to the side as there are some changes here, and we're back to the action in the first half here. If you're just joining us here, we're in the Golden State, 16 teams, 4 different franchises, the San Clemente Rhinos, the Balkans Honey Badgers, and then in picture right now, it's the Serengeti Elephants, and ball in hand are the Cape Town Wild Dogs. Vanessa Chiapetta, Canada Sevens World Series player in 2025 this year, feeds at scrum time. 5 involved in each scrum for each side, and a massive push there from the Serengeti Elephants. They have a penalty.
The second scrum penalty in just this first half, and they've opted to go quick with it.
Here's Stella Wafula looking to find Gibson, now on the outside, cutting back in. Maribel Maestra, the Colombian international sevens player. Hits the deck, support arrives. Allard moves it to the left, so here we go again. Grace Anderson, captain of the University of Regina team, 2 years in a row. Options right and left, looking for that switch. It's a nice ball. Lizzie Gibson again. 2025 OUA Player of the Year. Now another step as the siren sounds, cutting against the grain. What a beautiful run that is. Grace Anderson getting very close for the Serengeti Elephants. Now they pick and drive. They're over. The opening try in the game is the Serengeti Elephants. It's all power. Valentine Husa getting involved, and they're on the board first.
Absolutely the right word there, Dallin. Power. They brought their power game. That started with the defence. They were so aggressive, really forcing Wild Dogs back. Then they get the possession. It was lovely footwork as well in the build-up to this try. They're just short. And then that pick, power, there's no chance of holding up there.
Played in the Rugby 10s Championship 2022, 2023 and 2024. Valentine Husa scores the first 5 in the women's competition, and the flags go up. It's 7-0. And that is the half-time whistle. An entertaining first half. There was plenty of defence on both sides, Kat.
Yeah, there really was. And Wild Dogs had some opportunities, especially early on. They had that breakaway that looked, for all intents and purposes, like they were going to score, but couldn't quite grasp it. So they've got it in the tank, though. I don't think they'll be panicking.
7-0 to score. Robin McDougall and Colton Cariaga, the coaches of the Serengeti Elephants, in picture. Justin Ben and Chris Erasmus lead the Cape Town Wild Dogs side. We mentioned the points on offer, how vital it is in all these different games. 3 points for a win. There's a bonus point for winning by 14 or more, or you're losing within 7. 1 point for a draw as well. And of course, we've got the academy boys and girls adding up the same points in the franchise, and the men and women, which is why they all support each other.
Yeah, and I don't do the maths on that for that exact reason. There's too complicated for me. But it does add to the excitement of things, because everything they're doing isn't just for their own team. It's for all the other teams as well. So could that be pressure? Could that be motivation? It's how they handle it on the day.
And I love the fact that they all come together. You see when they run on the tunnel, all the other teams from that franchise are supporting their team. And that is very unique. It's different, you know, even when you're playing international rugby, there's just one game on the day where here all these different teams are playing.
Oh, yeah, I love seeing the tunnel they're going through. Even if they interrupt their own warm-up, they come out to like make sure they're going through. So they really are all for each other.
Got to thank some of our partners as well. Pool RX, the #1 mineral algicide for pools. Less chemicals, healthier lifestyles. PoolRx.com for all your pool and spa needs. Pepperpod as well, another great partner and supporter. And we mentioned 24-hour fitness. Kat, you're going to be there after this. You may even leave early. Who knows, to get to the gym? I know you can't miss upper arms and leg day as well.
Yeah, back and buys. Yeah, it'll go. Yeah.
I don't even know how to say it. That's how few times I've been in the gym. Shucks.
We'll get you there. Next tournament, you'll be ripped.
I hope so. We've got to talk about the officials as well.
Yeah.
How good they've been as well.
Yeah.
And of course, the volunteers that make an event like this happen. You see how sleek it looks in the background with the different teams' advertising boards.
Oh, absolutely. It's pristine. And, you know, people were running around earlier, sorting out studio chairs, bringing us chairs, which was nice. I thought we were going to have to stand the whole time. But, yeah, the work that goes on behind to create something like this is massive.
All right, we're about to get the second half underway. This is match 1 of November 23 for the Rugby 10s Championship of the year 2025. This is our 5th event after seeing the Serengeti Elephants win in Portugal, the Honey Badgers won in South Africa in 2022 and 2023, and the Cape Town Wild Dogs, in picture in yellow, the defending champions here. They won in Southern California just a year ago. Superb to have you with us wherever you're tuning in from around the globe. It is 7-0. The Serengeti Elephants lead, and they will get a free kick at the halfway line as well.
Just a bit too keen off of that kick off there. Players running in front didn't time it, so now free kick to Elephants.
Scrum chosen, Serengeti Elephants. They had a scrum penalty early in the first half. It's an area that I think they can exploit.
Yeah, they had 2, didn't they? So they've been really, really physical in that area. So, and middle of the pitch scrum as well is great because you can attack either side. So you can have your trick plays, you can have players behind the scrum and then flood it round. So it's a really great attacking platform, especially when you're dominant in it.
Let's see what they do with this one. Megan Allard, Concordia University, Rookie of the Year, 2024-2025. She's 22 years young. One of these up-and-coming players we mentioned. It is now on the big stage. Centre scrum. Decide to come down near our short side. Saimana Tafu rips it away and the ball has been dropped. And unfortunate there because we know that Zoe Healy is such a threat with ball in hand.
Yeah, she really is. She was one of the ones that I was excited to watch, but just not quite seen ball in hand. It was just slightly too far out in front of her, but she would have been disappointed not to take it, especially as she's so talented, because if she catches that, she's flying down that wing.
I'm impressed as well with the conditions. It had been raining for the last 2 weeks here, absolute storm in the works, and that's why we are a little bit delayed with this competition by a day. The conditions look really good here at the Great Park.
Well, we got blamed for that, for being the English and bringing the weather with us. So, yeah, I got the blame for that one.
Well, now it's sun shining,
yes,
so Vanessa Chiapetta feeds. Penalty comes up. This time it is for the Cape Town Wild Dogs, so it's a quick tap here from the scrum half, looking to catch the Elephants unawares.
Not 10.
They were not 10, so we'll get to go with another quick tap. So here we go to the line. Here's a big charge. Makoele from Pittsburgh, South Africa, the rugby coach and final year student at the Central University of Technology. Has it to the left-hand side. Support arrives there. Chiapetta and Alexandra Ondo. Now on the charge. Come the Wild Dogs. Hiska Blom picks around the fringes. They trail by 7 points in the second half. Another fan, that's Kayla Warren, recently graduated with Honours Psychology program at the University of Guelph. They're in the 22. And again, the arm comes up, not rolling away at the breakdown. So quick tap on the left-hand side. Their numbers a burn here for the Wild Dogs, but swallowed up. There's Dejan Brown. And this time it's the Serengeti Elephants with loud cheers from their supporters draw the penalty.
They'll be really frustrated there because they've forced Elephants to give away 3 penalties in a row. They were getting momentum, and then to be turned over just before the try line, they just need to make sure that that doesn't affect him too much. Keep heads up, go again.
Beautiful tackle and Shoshana Semana Tafu, Chiefs Manawa player, kicks to the side. That'll just slow things down for the Elephants. They defended really well in this game so far.
Yeah, they really have been absolutely solid in their defence. quite far back to attack from here, but we do see it intense, attacking from their own 22.
Yeah, such a lovely hybrid of 15s and 7s.
Yeah.
These players bring all the skill sets to this game. A lift here in the middle, Grace Anderson leaves it. Now the Wild Dogs attack here. Can they move it down the chain? Piper Flynn. Tess Staines. Big tackle from Healy. Superb tackle. Ball's been knocked as it came in. Support runner flying up there, Maribel Maestra.
Yeah, Wild Dogs needed to get deeper there. It was a turnover at the line out, but they needed to react a little bit quicker. They ended up passing the ball down the line flat, and you're never going to get round the likes of Healy if you're not at full pace, and they weren't there.
Yeah, it's taken a little while to get into this game, as we know. They'll have a few matches today. The women's sides will close things out a little bit later. They will play at 2 p.m. local time. The Serengeti Elephants will take on the Rhinos. And then the Wild Dogs will take on the Balkans Honey Badgers at 1:30, the game preceding that. Make sure you catch all these games here. And catch all our socials as well at Rugby 10s. Make sure you give us a follow, give us a like. Wild Dogs. Now, good quick scrum. Around the fringes they peel. Chiapetta takes him on herself. Good strong tackle. Asian Brown at ruck support. Around the fringes here. Bobo. Kukatai moves it to the left-hand side. Out on the front, just too much to handle. And both times we've seen different sides attack. It has been a slight knock-on the fringes.
Yeah, because that really's got to go to hand there. It was slightly out in front. Again, you're disappointed as out on the wing not to take those, but not that windy, but possibly caught a little bit into it. But yeah, these are the types of things. So it's day one, game one. So it will get better as it goes through.
Running back onto the field there is Mitsubetu Sonamzi. Getting some attention early in the first half. So still 7-0 the score. The Serengeti Elephants lead the Cape Town Wild Dogs here. All these valuable points will go onto the franchise standings. And we had the academy players from the different franchises battle it out yesterday. They will continue the action on Wednesday. We'll take a break for Thanksgiving and be back on the 29th of November here at the Great Park in Irvine. Elephants with a little loop. That's a nice ball. Gibson yet again, been their best attacker so far. The bounce ball to collect is Anderson, and then beating one. Mestra, beautiful work. The international star, able to get to her feet while the ball's on the ground. Kukatai comes in with a tackle. Samana Tafu's there for the Elephants. Here's Gibson yet again. Bosch is through one. Driving the leg. Support from the try scorer, Valentine Husser. Now around the fringes. Here come the Elephants. Allied with a beautiful breakout. And Sierra Huss in support for Serengeti. Numbers on the right-hand side. Can they move it down the chain? Here we go. Big pass needed. And space for Stella Wafula to go. The Serengeti Elephants have their second try. And it's brilliant work down the line. The Olympian scores for Serengeti.
She made it look so easy as well. And that's what it can be. That's what we've lacked so far about getting that ball wide at pace. And that looked absolutely beautiful. Really crisp, well timed. And that all came from the Bosch plays, as you called it. Drawing defence in tight and then excellent to get it out wide to the pace. So there's that strength going to floor. They've been really well at looking after their ball as well, not allowing turnovers, and then it's a flat pass there at pace. Beautiful.
A lovely try, conversion unsuccessful, but it's 12-0. The Serengeti Elephants back on the board. Stella Wafula, the Kenyan 7-star and Olympian, adds her name to the record books as she has done in previous years at the Rugby 10s Championship. This is the 5th edition that you're watching here in sunny Southern California. The rain has stopped and the tries have started. Coach Robert McDougall, Colton Carriaga said they've assembled a wonderful squad. They've had a couple of great training sessions and then some team chemistry as well. Some fun activities to connect this brilliant side together. Samana Tafa, silver medalist at the Rugby World Cup 2025 held in England. Here comes the Wild Dogs, ball over the top. That's a nice pass on the outside. Beautiful speed. Here come the Wild Dogs now, busting free. What a run that is. A massive chop tackle. And the ball is loose and Stella Wafula is there. But what a run that was. That was Piper Flynn out of the Western Force of Australia, just herring down the touchline.
She looked absolutely rapid, didn't she? And it was a great cover tackle as well coming across, because they can be quite difficult to time to make sure you get it right. But yeah, she was flying.
Piper Flynn, Australia A player as well, in the sevens game and the 15s as well. Can the Wild Dogs pinch this position and be the next to score to stay in touch?
Well, they stole the last line out, so yeah, they'll be hoping to repeat the same again.
Did indeed. This time it goes to Omar. Enid Omar, captain of the Kenya Lionesses 15-a-side program. The Elephants. Gibson, beautiful step off the right foot, beats a couple. And now down the line it goes. Maestro beats one, offloading. Slight knock on the near side here from Diana Awino, another Kenyan sevens flyer.
Yeah, unfortunately seen a few of those which they'll be disappointed with, because they're doing all the hard work to get it in the areas, and it's just the last, not necessarily pass, the last catch, which is just letting them down at the minute.
Enjoyed some of the build-up there involved. Omar was the Larnard recipient. Wafulu getting involved there also. And some good run there from Lizzie Gibson. Mention what a standout she's been. The Ontario captain and league champion in years gone by. Here we go, Wild Dogs. They trail by 12. The defending champs will suffer their first defeat here in a long, long time. Up front, Kamohelo, Makuele. Their mom, Julia, and daughter, Ponky, are watching. So many fans and family members as well from around the world. This is match number 1. 12 games today inside the stadium. Now peeling around the fringes, looking for that short ball. That's a beautiful, strong fan. Here we go. Shannon Maru will score for the Cape Town Wild Dogs. Much deserved. This Japanese Sevens international player strikes.
Yeah, really lovely straightening line. Just that out to in makes it so hard when you cut against that line of defence straight through. So they'll be happy to get on the scoreboard there. And you have to say, it feels like it's been deserved. It's been building, hasn't it?
Really has. What a try that is. Conversion sails over as well. It is 12 points to 7. And Shannon Maru, who had such a brilliant breakout to open this game, has the Wild Dogs on the board finally.
Yeah, and that takes them final whistle.
And so that's the final whistle of match number 1. It's the Serengeti Elephants that start off with a bang. They defeat the Cape Town Wild Dogs 12 points to 7 to get things going here at the 2025 Rugby 10s Championship.
Just a quick reminder for fans in attendance, we do have coffee and food on the pitch to the right of the venue. If you're facing away from the broadcast booth to the right, we have Mexican food and we have coffee.
Well, thank you, Dallin. What a wonderful start to the championship here for 2025 in California. The Great Park in Irvine is our host. I am Gareth Reese, delighted to be involved in my first ever Rugby 10s. Heard so much about it, seen the results, seen the great performances over the last 5 years. This, of course, is the 5th championship. Joined by a veteran, Cat Merchant, former World Cup winner with England, and you've seen